Sorry, didn't see you there. I was just doing my inner Andre ONANA because that appears to be what he does in training nowadays. You know, I'll tell you what, he's lethal. He's most certainly lethal. He'd give Rocky a run for his money. He'd give all sorts of people, John Jones, Tyson Fury, Mike Tyson in his prime, all sorts of people, iconic fighters, wherever they're from, whichever sport it is they're in, line them up, ONANA, he'll knock them all down. I'm telling you, I'm absolutely telling you, this guy just, he doesn't realise where he is on a football pitch, not a squared circle, not a boxing ring, not an octagon. He's on a football pitch. A man's using them goalkeeper gloves as though he's got some mad padded boxing gloves, and man is ready to punch people's lights out. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I was watching it back on the highlights, and God, I swear to God, he's so slow to react to it. So slow to react to it. Literally, he's watching this ball get poorly headed in the box, and he's just like, right, wait for it. Now I'm gonna go to it. Maybe as soon as the header happens, he comes out. Maybe he actually doesn't end up having to clock people straight in the jaw. You know, like proper Roman Reigns Superman punch straight across the jaw, just like, yeah, stitch this, MFer. Like, oh my God, like comedy value aside, how are we not beating Burnley at home? Well, we're one of the only teams in the Premier League that has actually managed to not beat Burnley at their home ground. It's a bit of a baffler, you know. And somebody like it's crazy to think, right? It's crazy to think the last three teams we played against, right? The last three teams: Coventry City, Championship side; Sheffield United, which today got relegated; and Burnley, a team teetering above relegation. Well, actually, they're still in the relegation zone. Technically, they probably would have caught up to Nottingham Forest points accumulation had they have managed to get themselves sorted out in that game. But I'll tell you what, again, like it's mad to think about as well. It's like which team had more possession today? Is it the Man United that apparently Jason Wilcox has told Eric Ten Hag, hey, you need to start playing our way, the Man United way, and if you don't do it, we'll sack you? Is it that Manchester United? Or was it a Burnley side that gets slapped up pretty much 9 weeks out of 10 and are teetering on the edge of relegation? Well, of course, the Burnley side has come to Old Trafford with championship quality players and in moments played us off the park. I mean, let's be real, there's a few instances where we were lucky to not concede, that on our world heavyweight champion Andre Onana actually used his body for the right reasons as a goalkeeper and prevented goals. But, you know, with all things Man United, it's not quite top-notch Man United without ill discipline on the pitch. And what do we get? What did we get? Onana, ill discipline on the pitch, seeing a situation unfold and thinking, yeah, let's be suicidal with this. It'll be a great thing to do. Great idea. Let's welcome people in. Stephanie Griffith, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Didn't watch it. Was gardening with Dan Ashworth. Yeah, that's true. Everyone's on gardening leave. Everyone's on gardening leave. Maybe that's what we should all do. Every time United play, just all the fans go on garden leave. Some may watch paint dry. Some may go pull up some weeds. Some may go plant trees. Oh, and for any of those who do decide to go plant some trees, tell Hector Bellerin I said hi. Considering that guy wants to talk about planting trees. Stay, Clint, bro, how you do? I do good. I do good. How you do? How yo do? Big ups to Stay Clint as well. Good to see you, man. Big up our first Arsenal Manic in the house. Good to see you. Hope all's good with you. We are so match Coventry. I'll tell you what, somebody did state that respectfully, right, literally, Coventry, Sheffield United and Burnley, in 90 minutes, right, between those three games, we've only beaten one team and drawn the other two. In 90 minutes. Thank goodness the FA Cup has extra time and penalties. Thank goodness for that. Because if it ended on a draw, then that's essentially, in league terms, what was it? 4 points dropped from 9? We haven't played the last 4 tough teams, I should say. Crystal Palace won't be so forgiving. Like, don't get me wrong, that Burnley side came to Old Trafford and had a fair few chances to get themselves the advantage. And hey, we're lucky that their squad's filled with championship players. Because if that was Crystal Palace under Glasner, I can imagine that scoreline's nowhere near 1-1. Nowhere near it. That's probably a 3-4-0 rather. Like, don't get me wrong, like Garnacho, quite involved, quite heavily involved. I think massive sitter again missed in front of goal. Still got to figure out his composure and to hone that side of his game. And I think time is more or less on his side for that. But he's got to be about composure as probably the next big focus in his development, because there's a lot of good chances that he gets in front of goal, one-on-one with goalkeepers, just needing the final touch, all those sorts of things. So at least I know that we know that Garnacho actually puts himself in good positions. Could have assisted as well, laid off the ball after, dribbling into the box at the Stretford end. Laid it off to Anthony, who just sort of fired it straight at their goalkeeper, which is quite straightforward, quite simple. Outside of that, I mean, our goal came from a high press, a mistake at the back, and the thing is that a high press to get onto the end of loose balls at the front end of the pitch, it's good to see. It is good to see. Past that, the balance in that our defending is, it is near non-existent. And I think a bit of pace, in the attack today showed that there were problems there to be caused. They were ready to cause all sorts of problems for us. So yeah, we needed to do a lot better today. A lot better. In front of goal, we needed to be better. Less wasteful on the chances, better composure, better finishing, better all sorts. And the thing is that we didn't necessarily look out of place against Burnley. We looked like we were sort of just the slightly higher quality individuals, but the team play aspect was more or less the same, and for the most part against Coventry, we were the better side. We lost composure and, conceded 3 in 20 minutes and arguably should have lost that game. Deserved to lose that game. Not only that, but then Sheffield United, problems there. At one point, the scoreline was 2-2. They took the lead twice. And, bit lucky that we ended the game strongly. Getting ourselves 2 late goals, or 2 goals late in the day in that game to get the win across the line. But then today happens, Burnley happens. And I said that this game would be more open, defensively wise, for Burnley. And I mean, I wasn't wrong. It is a more open team. But once again, even though my estimations in Manchester United's attack are very, very, very low, I still managed to overestimate. Even after trying to dim the flame a bit, even then it's still overestimation. So I don't even know. No idea in the slightest. I don't know what there is left to say with Manchester United, because we do find very, very frequently new ways to disappoint, new ways to find new lows. And some part of me wants to say, we're not at the bottom of the barrel yet. Newcastle have steamed ahead, 2 points ahead of us now. A significantly better goal difference, thanks to beating that same Sheffield United side 5-1. But yeah, we beat them 4-2, right? And Sheffield United got done by Newcastle 5-1. And that was after Sheffield United fast start again. But Newcastle controlled the game. Big ups to Type Hussein. How we doing? Hope all's good with you. Steckling and or with spot betting a red card in the second half, a missed penalty. Now, I've looked at the highlights. I see there's some people that are going on about VAR controversy. I don't see VAR controversy. If they're talking about the penalty decision, I'm sorry, I disagree with that. If that's what people are mad about, I don't see what the problem is. If your goalkeeper misjudges the situation, comes running out, and he puts himself out there. I mean, happened against Wolves twice. Both times could have and most likely should have been given as penalties. Then we get to today, he tries the same thing. He's late to the party. He misjudges the situation, mistimes it, and then punches somebody straight in the face. Yeah, you can't just, You can't just keep doing that. And now that he's had the penalty called against him because of him, yet again, Andre Onana has not only decided to turn Old Trafford into fight night, but into a fight night venue. He's decided to cost Manchester United 3 points today. He has. He decided that. You know, he saw the situation, and what did he do? Just went steaming in, just flattened. If somebody's in the way, they're going to get flattened. Not for me. We did not spend £50 million replacing a goalkeeper, right, for somebody to run out, start punching people, costing not only just, you know, goals in games and valuable points, but overall knock it single-handedly, literally nobody else can really shoulder blame here. Just one person solely responsible for getting us knocked out bottom of the group in Champions League. Literally one person. What, seriously, it's way harder to do what Onana did than it is as a goalkeeper to go out and get Golden Glove in every competition in one single season. Way harder. Way harder. Crazy stuff. Villa won. Yeah, they did. They took an early lead at Aston Villa. I think Chelsea have just equalised, though. So, but yeah, that, I mean, 20 minutes in, 1-1. I think it was Mark Cucurella own goal. But Nicholas Jackson, oh my God, he actually scored a goal. No way. These times are changing, people. These are scary hours. Fuzzy, big up. What happened today? Southgate in? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Literally, Anthony, I'll put it this way. I'd much rather you be the manager of Manchester United than Gareth Southgate. Oh, never mind. Chelsea's goal just got ruled out for offside. But yeah, that's saying something. I'm not sure if your brother would quite agree to that sentiment, because can you imagine that? So you got Anthony Herbert sat on the touchline managing Manchester United as an Arsenal fan. Meanwhile, Richard Herbert sat behind the dugout, giving him all the stick. Sacked in the morning, you're getting sacked in the morning, sacked in the morning. That'd be great. That would be a sight to see. Get the swear jar ready. Do you know what? I think because I was busy at work and today was a productive day and I was quite happy with the day, seeing this result pissed me off. But then it's like, but well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You've had a productive day. You've been busy at work. You've made such a glowingly positive difference in the world. So I mean, why be so angry? Why be so angry? You know, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. But yeah, unfortunately, I think the swear jar's going to have to stay fucking empty. Southgate handed his resignation to the FA. He's got a new job lined up. Old Trafford, here he comes. No, Arsenal Manic, no. I know that this dream replays in your head. I know you see it like a player sees his name in the spotlights just as he's closing in on goal. I know that the rival fans, they see it. They see it and they feel it. That it's like a spiritual connection. That they're desperate for it. They need it. It's like the Premier League. If news of another manager that isn't Southgate starts coming in to take the Man United job, should Eric get sacked, it's like there'll be an inquest from rival fans. There'll be protests like the ESL. Southgate into Man United, Premier League, make it happen. English FA, make it happen. I don't know. If you don't laugh, you'll cry, is the matter of the situation. Smash that like button. If not for Fuzzy, do it for McTominay. In that case, if you want to smash some thumbs for McTominay, right? It's not the one that's doing that. You got to smash the one that's doing that. Smash the dislikes to show your love for Scott McTominay. Imagine back in the old school YouTube days where you could actually see the like to dislike ratio, but then it got too toxic for everybody, so they had to remove it. I'd love to see the dislike ratio come back, mate. It's the humbling experience that people need. I swear, there's so many people out there. They need that dislike button. They need that. They need the return of the red lightsaber. I'll do it, Fuzzy. You be my number 2. Oh, it'll be your shit. I'll be your assistant manager, but not your number 2. Fuck's sakes. Arsenal coming to Old Trafford soon. We'd be like the SWAT team running riot. You might as well just turn up. Just burst through all the windows. Just like lapel in. What's it? Lapel? No, it's repel. No, abseil. That's it. Just abseil in out of helicopters and stuff. Literally, you might as well. Just shut the game down. Might as well. It's like what Chelsea fans are saying. We might as well just forfeit the game. Just forfeit the game. Just let them take 3 goals and just be done with it. It's like, guys, we've played Coventry City, failed to beat them without penalties, played Sheffield United, could have ended up losing that game if not for the last 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then deservedly not beaten Burnley. Guys, if that's our level, what's meant to happen against Crystal Palace? What's meant to happen against bloody Arsenal after that? Arsenal at home. What's meant to happen with Newcastle at home after that? What's meant to happen with Brighton away after that? And last but not least, what's meant to happen in an FA Cup final against Manchester City, which would be last grasp trophy, as there's no Champions League for them. So it will be the last trophy for them to get. They'll be up for it. 100% they'll be up for it. So if our level is around bottom of the Premier League, mate, we are holding corn over this next 3, 4, maybe 5 weeks. Question: how many players are you expecting to get next season, Fuzz? I mean, there is talk about them saying that as many as 12 players could be sold, but that the net spend irrespective of what like sales, outgoing sales will be, should probably sit roughly about 100 million. And I think that's probably not going to be the case, because we've had stories like this breaking at this time of the year before countless summer transfer windows, and none of them ever really come out to be true. We always end up spending way more than what the alleged spend cap that we have available to us is. And then it's like, well, Man United, they could only afford £50 million worth of players, and then we splash 250 million like it's nobody's business. Albeit that with that amount of money, we'd overpay for players who are just not that good of quality. With Ineos, it's quite high possibility that that will be different. That players we get are probably a better quality, better potential, but also for better pricing. So I don't know. I mean, that's the thing, is we could sell a player for about 20 million and get return investment by spending about 25 million on an improvement by good negotiation. It's possible, but I mean, I'm not necessarily taking the word of I'm not taking the word of journalists at the moment as gospel when it comes to talking about budgets and summer transfer window plans, because we hear all sorts of things going on. I think you'll spend around 180 million next season. Probably, I'll tell you what, I'm expecting there to be a lot of player sales in the summer. I do. And I think 180 million probably would sit around net value. We might sort of spend around 250 outright, possibly. But I think it depends on what the budget allocation will be for the summer, what players we sell, how we sell those players, because there's still a few people that are leaving for free due to contract expiration. And you know what? As an example, where I think our club should be proactive. If you're looking to improving depth, quality, whatever, there's a Fulham centre-back that was in relative demand last summer. That's leaving on a free, good age profile. I think it's Adarabioyo. I think his name is, I can't remember, but it's the centre-back for Fulham. He's set to leave for free in the summer. So free agent across the summer, Premier League proven. I think with Manchester United, if they're not even looking, then they're missing a trick here, right? They're missing a trick. Whether that's the sort of quality that Man United need to get better, maybe not anything all that special. But for me, it's just the opportunity that you could sign a centre-back Premier League proven player with a good age profile for absolutely free in the summer. There's an option. If you're worried about finances and spending, then what better than to entertain a free deal? I mean, that's what everyone was singing. That's the hymn sheet everyone was singing from when we signed Eriksen, saying, "Oh, it's a free deal. It's a free deal." Yeah, but as far as the quality goes, he was only really good for half a season before he got injured. And I don't think Eriksen has been the same since. So, yeah. Question Fuzzy, will Arsenal win the league? Possibly. I mean, it was sort of between Man City and Liverpool before. Liverpool decided that the Jurgen Klopp, send-off tour was completely overrated and overhyped, like most things in the Liverpool fan base. That they decided that they weren't going to be a part of the title race. Well, now it's pretty much a two-horse race. It is now pretty much a two-horse race. Arsenal, Man City, and I think Man City currently sit 2 points ahead if they have all games played. So if you're Arsenal, you sort of need Man City to at least draw a game. Forget outright losing. If Man City lose, then it's yours. It's essentially yours to throw away. Now, would Arsenal do that? I don't know, personally. But it is, technically speaking, advantage to Man City. But even so much as a draw, the second you draw, they draw a game, that's you with goal difference advantage. Immediately goal difference advantage. So, yeah, for me, I still think the ball is in Man City's camp. But Arsenal, that door is not locked. It's not a locked door to get into the title, picture, to be champions elect. But if that door opens, man, Arsenal can't start slipping and sliding and tripping over everything in a desperate attempt to get through the door. No, you've got to be just straight beeline for it. No, I think you just have to see the best Arsenal, even off the back of last season, an even better Arsenal, and just get yourself over that line. So, I mean, just the way it is, with a 2 points advantage, factually, Man City have the advantage. But that's the thing. Whichever way you want to look at it, Arsenal even so much as drop any points anywhere. Like losing a game, it's over. Drawing a game, you're 4 points behind. Man City could then lose a game, could afford to lose a game, and still win the league by 1 point. That's how easy it is for Arsenal's title hopes to get spurned or to get trashed. There's all sorts of things that could happen, all sorts of things, but it is majorly, well, for the most part, in Manchester City's camp. It's their advantage to lose. Arteta spends 250 million next season. That's £1 billion. He's spent £1 billion, £1 billion of His Royal Majesty's. I'll tell you what, if Arteta has got to the point of £1 billion, for me, it's like people will say that it's not an abject failure, that we've seen progress, that we've done this, we've done that. Oh, give him another £1 billion more and we'll be league champions, Champions League winners and all sorts. I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, well, as far as time scale goes, with the amount of money that has been spent across this time period, I'm thinking for Mikel, patience has got to run out, because this is the thing, it's not just about trying to chase the dream of Premier League glory, because that will come to you when you know your team is definitely primed and ripe to, to taking the league by storm. But you can't dress and or address those Arsenal players with champions talk until they have essentially proven that they are champion material. How can you do that? Get them a Carabao Cup. Get them an FA Cup. If you're in Europa League, then win that. Win trophies on the side. They are your side quests to prepare you for the boss fight. And that's what it needs to be looked at. That's how it needs to be looked at. Mikel Arteta's got a squad filled with players. Now, the two players, ironically, that are probably the worst performing are the ones that come from Manchester City, who were at their points serially winning everything. Kai Havertz comes in as a Champions League winner who can give his expertise with, being somebody who's won trophies himself, but just squad mentality, I think needs to have a close eye kept on it for me. Evening Fuzzy, evening early doors, how are we doing? Hope all is good with you, Tony. Fuzzy, you doing that stream on Thursday or Friday before we play you? I'll come on and get Tony on as well. 100%, man. Let me find which day that is on. That game. So on the 12th, what day is that? So on the Sunday. So if we go either Thursday or Friday, the 9th or the 10th of May, we shall schedule for. If we get on for one of those 2 days, either the 9th or the 10th of May, Thursday or Friday, ideally about maybe 8:30ish. About 8:30ish we'll try and aim for. Can you change Tont's picture on him on our next show? Oh, by all means. So, I mean, I need to get a picture. I'll need to get a picture of Tont. I mean, I don't know if this would do. I don't know if this would do for them. Maybe it would do for the short term. I don't know. I think this picture captures it captures Tony's good side all too well. Just coming, hey you guys, ready to talk about football? Oh dear, Anthony, here he comes again. But yeah, I'll see to it. I'll see what I can do with that. Make a unique thumbnail, like I did with something else. I can't remember what it was. I did used to do some player picture editing, using some free online tool editor or something like that. Half the time it was absolute wank. Useless, completely useless. Is it that? No, wasn't that one. So I'm having a quick look here. That's not it. So that's it? No. Oh, I was wondering what that was. But yeah, it's not that one. Not looking for that one. Yeah, I can't seem to find it. Aston Villa 2-0, by the way. I'll probably finish it. Finish this up very soon. Just because there is a game going on. There are some Chelsea tears that we need to digest. So we'll probably wrap things up soon. I'm literally still trying to. I'm still trying to find it. What's that one? Yeah, I think I must have. Yeah, I've definitely got rid of it. I'm pretty sure I've got it saved on my Canva as well. Pretty sure I've got it saved on my Canva. Have I got it saved? No, I don't have it saved. Fuck. Okay, never mind. That's me most of the days. Just see Tony come on camera one day and it's just half of his face is just melted. Put Tony's eyebrows on him. What I'll do is I'll give him. What I do is I'll just put one eyebrow. The other eyebrow is just not there, and in the very far corner, you just see a Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0, just very very zoomed out. Mistakes were made. But anyways, guys, big ups for tuning in. Shout outs to everybody in the chat. Thank you very much for coming along and contributing into the comment section. It's been a pleasure to see everybody. I'm going to wrap things up there. Do be sure, if you're watching a playback, to drop your thoughts and feelings and verdicts about the match. The scintillating Manchester United match verdict. Fuck me, is there anything that's scintillating about it? You'd probably be a millionaire with how keen of an eye you have. If you manage to find anything that's good about our performances as of late. But yeah, big shout outs to everybody in the chat. Also, everybody that is watching, everybody who's liked the stream as well. Big shout outs to everybody there. And also, a big ups to everybody who does also subscribe. 2 away from 170. If we can get there over this weekend, that would be fantastic. That's it from me for tonight. We'll be back again tomorrow. It's a Sunday night takeaway show, so it's going to be an interesting one. It is going to be an interesting one. Question of new manager thoughts. Arnie coin slot. To be honest, I don't know if he's the guy. I think he could turn out to be. He could either turn out to be the next Klopp, and they've just geniusly found another gem of a manager, or he turns into Brendan Rodgers. It could go either one of two ways there. So I don't know personally. Arne Slot's not a guy that I've looked into. I know Tottenham fans were before they decided to go Robbie Williams on Ange Postecoglou, they were talking about Arne Slot. So maybe I don't know what you call the top. You got top Gooners for Arsenal, you got top Reds for Man United, Liverpool. So do you call the toxic positive Tottenham fans top cocks? Yeah, I mean, I suppose you call them that. Top cocks. You check in with the top cocks to find out what their vibes were with Arne Slot when he was linked to the Tottenham job. That's probably the best I can give you, I'm afraid. But check in with the cocks. Chickens on the basketball. But anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday evenings. We'll be back tomorrow. On Early Doors Football TV for the Sunday Night Takeaway Show. I believe episode 16. Maybe episode 16. No, just cocks we call them. But anyways, biggest to everybody. Thank you very much for watching. Take care to everybody, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Ciao for now.